So
Yep.
what was that? What was the album that got you into Deftones?
White Pony.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. I was going on a summer trip with my family, and the plane. I always like when I was a kid. I always liked to um check the music that they have on the plane because at the time I couldn't afford Spotify. Like I didn't Apple Music, none of that. I couldn't afford it because I don't have my own money. Um, so like whenever I listen to music, it would be like Pandora or whatever or something like that. Whenever that thing was like popular, but on the plane they had like a selection of music, and I saw this album with the horse on it. I was like, "Huh, this looks interesting." And the first song was Digital Bath, and I was
Mm.
like, at first I was like, "Wait, no, was it Digital Bath or was it Knife Party?" Either one of those songs. I heard it for the first time. I'm like, "Why is this guy singing like that?" Like he has no business singing like that. I was like, "This is terrible." I turned it off. I was like, "I'm never listening to this thing again." Like this is bad. Moved on to whatever I wanted to listen to. But it was funny, like months later, I'm back. I'm back from my vacation, and I'm like coming back from school, and this song is stuck in my head. I'm like, what is this song? And I was like, oh wait, that's the song from the Deftones album. I think it was the Knife Party. And
Mm.
so I went back to the album and decided to re-listen to the whole thing. And I was like, wait, this is amazing. And at that time was really into like metal. Like I was more into like metalcore, but I started getting into rock through Linkin Park. So
Mm.
Linkin Park was like the intro to rock. Then I started getting into like the new metal stuff, like Papa Roach, Breaking Benjamin, all the cringiest bands you can think of. But I always thought like for me, Incubus, Linkin Park, and Deftones were like my Mount Rushmore of rock bands that
Sick.
I just enjoyed a lot and still enjoy to this day. But Deftones, like yeah, that album is my favorite album of all time and favorite snare tone of all time.
Oh
Um,
man.
the reason why like people say, "Oh my god, your drums always sound so good," I'm like, it's Abe. Abe taught me what I need to know when it comes to tuning. Like I always try to go for his sound, no matter if I'm playing jazz or if I'm playing rock. Um, Having a high pitched snare, not so high that's like almost like a hardcore type thing, but like just tight enough
Mm.
that you get the crack. Because I see the way I see Abe, I see him and Stuart Copeland like very like they're two opposite directions, but like I feel like they're in the same like realm of creativity, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Because when I was learning reggae, like that was the Police was my thing because my dad would listen to the Police a lot.
Sick.
So like Abe and Stuart, I would say like they're my definitely like biggest influences because I wouldn't know how to play drums without them. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I White Pony, yeah, that's the album for sure.